Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show, and in this video I want to give you a selection of credit cards that earn huge cashback rewards on non-category spend. Now for non-category spend, i.e. things that aren't like the regular categories that credit cards have, like dining, travel, etc., but just normal spending, the gold standard is kind of 2%, all right, with cards like the Citi Double Cash, the TD Double Up card, the new Wells Fargo Active Cash, etc. But in this video, I want to give you a selection of credit cards that give you more than 2% on all spending on the card. This is going to be awesome. So here are 6 credit cards that give you more than 2% cashback on everything. And if you like the sound of that, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go. Number 1. The Alliant Credit Union Visa Signature Card. Now this is an old favorite, but it's actually nowhere near as competitive as it used to be. The card earns 2.5% cashback on all spending up to $10,000 in spend per month, and then it goes down to 1.5%. It used to be unlimited 2.5%, so a friend of mine literally got this card and then went and bought a $50,000 red digital cinema camera and earned like $1,250 cashback on that one transaction. But now it's limited to $10,000 per month, which still should be enough for most people. But if you say wanted to go and pay taxes with it, and it is a great card for paying taxes because that 2.5% is obviously higher than the standard roughly 2% fee that you get charged when you pay tax through a credit card tax processor, okay, on the IRS's website. So it's a great card for paying taxes, but you're going to be limited now to $10,000 per month. So, you know, I paid $21,000 in one transaction on the Amex Business Gold Card in federal taxes recently, and so obviously you wouldn't be able to do that because you're limited to $10,000 per month. I guess you could split it up over 2 or 3 months though, so it still could be okay. But that's not all. This card has become more restrictive as well in other ways over the past few years. So now you have to maintain an Alliant Credit Union high rate checking account and have a minimum average balance of $1,000 every month in the quarter preceding the next quarter, which you will earn 2.5% in. And it's reset every quarter. So you've got to have an average balance of 1,000. Otherwise, you only earn 1.5%, which still isn't super bad. So if you do miss out on it 1 month because you didn't maintain that balance, or 1 quarter because you didn't maintain that balance, it's not a disaster. But obviously it's a lot more restrictive now. You do have to have an account with them, keep a healthy balance in that account, etc. So this card used to be my go-to card that I would recommend for people wanting more than 2% cashback. But with all these restrictions, I would say that there are perhaps some better options elsewhere. So let's have a look at a few of them. Number 2, the Altitude Reserve. Now, the Altitude Reserve from US Bank is what I would call a budget premium credit card, okay? So it still goes into tier 4, cards with, you know, high annual fees that offer airport lounge access and stuff like that. But US Bank has done a lot to keep the cost down on this one. So the card has a $400 annual fee, but that is offset by $325 in travel and dining credits. And that takes the effective annual fee down to just $75. How can it be this cheap when other cards in this tier have annual fees of $550, even $695? Well, US Bank have really cut down on the benefits. For example, the airport lounge access through Priority Pass. While most high-level premium credit cards, tier 4 cards, will give unlimited Priority Pass access, US Bank actually gives you a Priority Pass card that gets you just 4 visits per year with 4 guest visits as well, so a total of 8. But when you think of it, this actually should be enough for the sort of casual traveler. Let's say a person who goes on 2 trips per year, that would be 1 time out, 1 time back, 1 time out, 1 time back, okay? So 4 there and backs. So actually, if you went with 1 travel companion, at your departing airport you use a lounge, and then on the way back you use a lounge, and you do that twice, that's actually 4 passes and 4 guest passes. So it could be enough for the average person, and if they use it 1 or 2 extra times, the worst comes to worst, they just pay to get in. But anyway, enough about lounge access. We are talking about earning more than 2% cash back on non-category spend, and this card actually earns 3% back on mobile wallet purchases, such as using Apple Pay. So as long as you use the card through Apple Pay or other Google Pay or Samsung Pay or whatever the equivalent is on other phones, you will be earning 3 points per dollar back regardless of whatever category the merchant falls into. And these points are worth 1 cent per point when you redeem them for statement credits on the card, which is kind of, it's an equivalent of cashback. Okay, it's not actual cashback in your bank account, but statement credits on the card, 1 cent per point. Or if you redeem them for travel, they're actually worth 1.5 cents per point. So that would take you to a total of 4.5% back in value when you use this card through Apple Pay or whatever mobile payment network. All right, let's go on to the next one. But first, did you know that it is the stock trading app Weeble's 4th anniversary this month, and they are giving away 6 free stocks to anyone who signs up and deposits any amount of money in their account. It's crazy, right? My daughter had her 4th birthday recently, and we gave her a present. But it's Weeble's 4th birthday, and they don't expect presents from you, they're giving you a present. So it's a great deal. I'll put the link for it down below. Weeble, of course, amazing zero commission stock trading and investing app. I like to call it Robinhood for grown-ups. It just got way more features, so do check it out if you're interested. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Number 3, the Coinbase debit card. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't this a video about credit cards, but this one's a debit card? Well, yes, the Coinbase debit card, as the name gives you the clue, it is a debit card, not a credit card, but it earns up to 4% back in the form of cryptocurrency on just any purchases, okay? Obviously, cryptocurrency fluctuates up and down, but if you are smart, okay, you will withdraw your cash back immediately into a stable coin such as DAI, which has no fees to cash, because on Coinbase, when you trade crypto to crypto, there are no fees. And yeah, you can preserve the US dollar value. Or if you're using the card in a time like now, where a lot of the coins have actually tanked, probably are gonna go up in the future. Who knows, all right? Not financial advice, but probably you could actually leave it in that coin in order to see some gains, and maybe you will end up earning more than 4% cash back on your spending. Maybe 8%, 10%, 15%, who knows? Currently, you can earn 4% back in GRT and XLM, 2% back in Bitcoin, 2% in Cosmos, and 1% in Ethereum. They do change which coins you're allowed to earn in, so when your current one expires, you have to pick a new one. All these expire on June 10th, but generally I just pick whichever one earns 4%, because I don't really care. I cash them out immediately. But before you go thinking this is just the most amazing card ever, it does come with some limitations. The maximum transaction value is $2,500, and the maximum you can spend in 24 hours is $5,000. So if, like me, you looked at this card and you thought, wow, I can pay $21,000 worth of federal taxes with it in one go, well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that. But you can still put quite a bit of spending per month on the card. You're able to load up to $5,000 onto the card up to 10 times per month. So that is actually $50,000 in spending you can do on the card each month, if my math is correct. You're just limited to $2,500 per transaction and $5,000 per day. So if you did that and you spent $50,000 at 4% cashback, that would be $2,000 in cryptocurrency that you would earn. Number 4. The Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards Card. Now, the Unlimited Cash Rewards Card is, surprise, surprise, an unlimited 1.5% cashback card from Bank of America. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's 1.5%. Aren't we looking at cards that earn over 2%? Well, it can be. You see, this card has access to the Preferred Rewards program from Bank of America, which boosts the amount of rewards you can earn from credit cards if you have a certain amount of money invested with Bank of America or with Merrill Invest. If you have over $20,000, you get an additional 25%, which doesn't quite push you over 2% cashback. But if you have over $50,000, you'll be earning 50% more, which is 2.25% cashback. And if you have over $100,000, you earn 75% more, which takes you to 2.62% cashback. Now, obviously, you have to have quite a bit of money to do this, and maybe some of our younger viewers will find this a bit unrealistic for them. But for people who are over 30, who've already been saving for retirement for a few years, actually having $100,000 invested really isn't that out of the ordinary. And what is more, that 2.62% is unlimited, so you can spend as much as you want and just you'll always be earning that rate. But if you're a bit more of a high roller, you might want to check out our next card. Number 5, the Fidelity Rewards Visa Signature Card. Now, this card is just a 2% cashback card like the Citi Double Cash, etc. But like the Bank of America card that we just talked about, that cashback rate can go higher depending how much money you have invested with Fidelity. If you have over $250,000, your cashback rate will be 2.25%. If you have over $1 million, your rate will be 2.5%. And if you have over $2 million in your Fidelity account, then your cashback rate will be 3% on all spending, unlimited. Now, this obviously is a lofty goal, and the people who get the 3% on everything on this card are going to be kind of like the 1%. It's not like the Bank of America card where to get that 2.62%, you only actually have to have $100,000 invested. This is $2 million, all right? It's a big amount of money. It's more money than a lot of people earn in their lifetime. But if you are a high roller, this could be the card for you. 3% unlimited cashback. It's amazing. But if you're willing to pay an annual fee and take a little bit of a chance with an even higher cashback rate that may not be totally guaranteed, you should check out our next cards. Number 6, the Save Wealth cards. Now, these are 2 credit cards that earn very high levels of cashback on all spending. You have the Plus card, which is just under 4% cashback, and the Premium card at just under 6%. But you will notice it says return, not rewards. And that is because these cards are unique in that whatever you spend on them, Save will invest that amount of money on your behalf into a portfolio. One of their set portfolios you can choose from several different types. Now, after 1 year, the money invested is returned to Save, but the money you earned on those investments is given to you. So it becomes like you earned that percentage in cashback on your spending. But there are 3 caveats with these cards. One is that you have to wait a whole year for your cashback. 2 is that it is linked to a stock portfolio or a combination of stocks, bonds, etc. So if the market drops, like it has done recently, a lot of your cashback earnings could be wiped out. But then conversely, if the market goes on a bull run, you could end up earning a much higher cashback rate than the one you have been quoted. You could be earning 10%, 15% cashback, all right? So actually, there is an upside to that as well. And then the final caveat is that these cards do have quite high annual fees. The Plus card is $300 a year, and the Premium card is $700 a year. Now, don't let this scare you guys. I think there are people who would benefit from these cards, namely people with very high spending who don't really want airline miles or anything, and they're willing to take a little bit of a chance with this cashback, knowing that they could actually earn a lot more than is quoted, but worst comes to the worst, they may earn nothing. So guys, those are 5 credit cards that earn you more than 2% cashback on all spending. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do check out Webull in the links below. You can get 6 free stocks for signing up and depositing any amount of money. 4th anniversary deal. It's amazing. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Tell me which one of these cards was your favorite below, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.